the fungus. How's it going, everybody? And thank you so much for joining me. I'm Dusty Mac, and I react to some of your favorite TV shows like The Last of Us, Killing Eve, Orphan Black, Lucifer, Marvel shows, and many, many more. So if that interests you, please go check out my library. I'm sure there's going to be something in there that you're going to enjoy. Tonight, we are starting The Last of Us TV series, and I have been lucky enough to pretty much avoid all spoilers. I do know one thing about this show, and it's the only thing I know, and that it differs from the games, that there is no spores, there's no, like, you know, the pollen things, that like the clickers and stuff. Apparently it's gonna be like tendrils, like a little hentai, and I don't know. I was hoping they're gonna follow the games, but like I was talking to my brothers a little bit ago, like if they follow the games and they advance through the games, what's Naughty Dog gonna be able to do for part 3, you know, because I know they're gonna make it part 3. So I'm wondering if this is gonna deviate from the video games significantly, or if it's gonna just change a few things, like, you know, spores to like whatever tentacle hell we're about to embark on. But yeah, I don't know anything about this except that the Mandalorian is playing Joel, and actually I just found this out like today before I started watching. The Ellie is the little girl from Game of Thrones, like the badass, I don't know what she's called. You know, she runs one of the houses or whatever, but she was like that little girl that always had like that serious expression. She was probably one of the best things about the later seasons of Game of Thrones. So yeah, there's some big names in this. I know Sony is probably throwing a lot of money at this, as well as Naughty Dog, because they really want this to get picked up, because if this does well, then PlayStation's going to sell more, and The Last of Us is going to sell more, and that makes everybody happy. So yeah, I don't know what to expect. Obviously, it's probably going to be a little scary. I got my tissues, because if this is going to follow The Last of Us Part 1, that first like half hour of gameplay was some of the most shocking and sad moments I've ever experienced in a video game. Just, you know, where you're running for your life with your dad and uncle, and then you run across a guard, and then your daughter gets shot. It's just so unexpected, but, you know, that's what makes The Last of Us so great, is it has these moments that really do stick with you throughout, you know, part 1 and part 2, because there's a part in part 2 where I'm just like, I can't believe I just did that. I pushed that button. But yeah, anyway, guys, if you like this reaction, want to keep seeing more just like it, please make sure you hit that like button for the algorithm, and subscribe, and hit that little bell in the corner, because it'll tell you when my next video comes out, which is usually every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I also do some bonus videos and barely ever stream. And if you guys want to support the channel financially, the Patreon and everything else is down below. And with the Patreon, you're going to get these reactions full length and a week or weeks before the YouTube audience. For example, The Last of Us Season 1 is complete over on the Patreon. So if you want to watch that full length, go check that out. If not, they'll be up here on the YouTubes edited eventually. And yeah, I guess there's nothing else to do except for watch the Season 1 premiere of The Last of Us. This one is Season 1, Episode 1. I don't know if it's called Episode 1, because usually HBO doesn't put the episode name until like a day or two after the premiere. I don't know why that happens. It's kind of infuriating, but for right now, this is just called Episode 1. Let's do it.
And that's your biggest worry?
Yes, any kind of virus, but most probably something similar to influenza through the air.
There you go. COVID, it was in the lab. We knew about it from the 60s.
We end up with a global pandemic. The whole world becomes sick all at once.
Listen to that guy. He sounds smart.
In the end, we always win.
To be clear, you do
Not necessarily.
Fungi can alter our very minds.
So is it still going to be fungus then?
There are no reasons for fungi to evolve to be able to withstand higher temperatures. What if the world were to get slightly warmer? Well, no.
The show's already starting to scare me a little bit. I don't know why I thought the music was going to be anything else. It's awesome. Maybe this is the decade where video games start getting taken seriously by mass media. Because, you know, the Mario movie's coming out. Still not happy with the voice, but this is coming out and it looks like it's being taken seriously. It's about time we have some good video game adaptations. Be holding my controller the entire time throughout this reaction.
You get your homework done?
Where's your Mandalorian helmet, dude?
Connie was asking after you. Think you hadn't been over in a while.
Connie's about to be a zombie, isn't she? Oh, that's the neighbor that probably breaks through the back glass window.
Verb and noun.
Of course, Bush let 9/11 happen and the zombie apocalypse. I don't like that we're spending time with her because they're making us identify with her and like her because she's a likable character, but we all know how her night's gonna go. It's not gonna be very nice.
It's a spring. I'll do it right now.
Was the watch a thing in the game? I can't. It's been years since I played the first game. Probably 2013 is when it first came out. Is when I beat it. Great start for a zombie apocalypse. See cops in the background.
You got red on you.
Sorry, he cannot finish.
I'm already finished.
You should go home.
I have a feeling that we're gonna follow the game towards the end of it. We're just gonna spend all episode with her, and then she's gonna fucking die, and it's gonna be sad. And
Hey, is everything okay?
I need to get right with Jesus. 3 nails plus 1 cross
equals 4 given. Jesus. That old lady's got a silhouette in the background looking all creepy and silent. One of these times she's not going to be sitting down, I think. She's going to be like infected and running around on the ceiling. I don't know how scary this show's going to get.
I should go.
You sure?
Yeah.
Don't hurt the dog, though. I don't want to hurt the dog. You can kill anybody in this show and I won't care. Just don't hurt the dogs. Or the cats, I'm sorry. I'll tell you what, in a zombie apocalypse outbreak, I don't know. I guess in a regular zombie apocalypse, I would try to hold out for at least a month because that's like when, you know, everything decomposes. But, she's looking like the game. But in this kind of scenario, I'd try to be the first one out. I wouldn't want to try to survive through that. Let's see if she says the line.
Lock the door for once.
Nothing's on the news still about anything?
Wow. Did you?
What?
Where'd you get the money for this?
Drugs. I sell hardcore drugs.
It's better when I do. Thank you. Don't fall asleep.
Of course I won't. It's too riveting.
That was a great last night, though. I mean, watching your favorite movie with your daughter, and now everything's about to change.
It's me, but I'm in jail. You don't get me out tonight, I'm in here all weekend.
I thought he was putting her in a crib for a second. I was like, she's a little big for a crib. I guess maybe if it's before midnight in Texas, you can still post bail, but I don't think that's how it is in Michigan, but I don't know. I've never been arrested. Knock on wood. We good on watching the rest of this? We don't have to. They can...
Dad?
Because in the game, Tommy wasn't in jail. He came over.
Indoors. Law enforcement are in the area. Stay in.
Good. Puppy got out. I'm happy about that. Dog is fucking scared.
Come on, let's get you home. Mercy!
It's like, nope, you're not going to listen to me. I'm going to take off. See ya. Good luck. That dog's going to have a better chance than she will tonight, won't it?
Mrs. Adler?
Old ladies and children are like the scariest and scary things. I've been looking forward to this too, and I didn't even think that it would be a scary show.
Mrs. Adler?
Maybe she'll just turn around like all Resident Evil 1 style. Oh, the blood. Oh, it's biting her? Oh, run. Close the door! God damn it, close the door!
Get in the truck!
It's like the fungus.
What are we doing, Joe?
That's what you're doing.
We're gonna be brave.
Hold on.
She stood back up.
They're saying it's a virus, some kind of parasite. It's mostly people in the city. God, it's Jimmy's place.
You gotta be
Yeah,
looking
there's
around the
Jimmy.
car the entire time, you know, on the game.
What are you doing?
Got a kid, Joe.
So do we. Keep driving.
At that, I mean, you don't know who you can trust, or you don't even know what's going on, so how can you even trust anybody, you know? Yeah.
Everybody had the same fucking idea. Fucking army.
Isn't that good?
Go through town, then we're out.
Fucking go. Find an alley. What alley? Gotta get off this street.
God, this is so fucking stressful, and I've seen this all before, you know? That probably hurt her leg, so she's gonna have to get carried. Sorry's got a little girl.
Are you okay?
My ankle.
Oh, Jesus.
Head to the river, I'll find a way.
You keep your eyes on me, okay?
I said don't look anywhere else, damn it. Just trying to relieve some tension, because there's a lot of it here. So they just like inject all those fungus tendril things into your neck and it puts the pollen in that way, maybe? Close the fucking door! Haven't you seen Shaun of the Dead?
And the front door is open again!
Damn, there's some runners too.
You're safe.
Tommy or the soldier?
Her ankle!
Stop right there. I'm sorry, repeat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're not sick.
We are not sick! I'm sorry.
Don't. No. You're okay. Move your hand, baby. No. I know, baby. I know. You're okay. I know, baby. I know. Baby, listen to me. I gotta get you up. I know. Tommy, help me! Come on, baby. Come on.
God damn. Every time. Every fucking time with that goddamn scene. Okay. I didn't think we were taking that big of a time jump. Was that the same amount of time? I thought it was only like 5 or 6 years in the game, but... That's not Ellie, is it? They tied her up.
How did you get this?
Negative, or so she was bit on her leg instead of her arm? Because in the game it was like right on her forearm and it was hard for her to hide it. See, technically they didn't lose the war. I mean, they're still alive, they're still surviving.
How's it going?
Surviving.
They lost a battle. They're still waging war against the fungus. Now, was this a prequel to Super Mario the movie, or...
Can't.
This is very unceremonious. That ash, is that like contaminated then, or is it sterilized with the fire? I don't know.
Violation of unauthorized entry into a quarantine zone. And with a sentence of death by execution.
I'm anticipating this is what The Last of Us Part 1 remake is going to look like on the PS8. Just throwing that out there.
You're short 5.
A little bit of ganja. That has to be really hard to come across.
Oxy?
Hydro. I need the bag back.
Plastic's probably hard to come across these days.
Stay off the streets for the next few nights. It's easy to make a mistake in the dark.
Sounds like they're just going to be culling the little encampment, you know?
It's just a truck battery. Paid you for it, you sold it to someone else, and you spend my money. I'd like to go home. So are we good?
Was she just buying time? Is that her guy? Oh, he's big dead. Is that like a terrorist attack? Like the fireflies?
Oh, shit. They're shooting at us!
She's been having a really bad day. That's Bella Ramsey.
Count slowly and clearly from 1 to 10.
7, 8, fuck you.
And hold out your...
She's done that a few times.
People are gonna come looking for me. Motherfuckers! I'm not supposed to be here!
Pens have got to be at a premium too. I mean, there's only a finite supply of those. There's a lot of them, but...
Hey, there's a line.
It's okay, I'm the main character.
Nothing?
If Tommy responded, we'd know. I'm sure he's okay.
Mission 1, rescue Tommy.
Show me where the tower is.
It's in Wyoming. There are worse things than infected out there. Raiders, slavers.
I wonder if we're gonna get more of like the socioeconomic state of the world when it comes to like the Last of Us universe in this show. So this is deviating then, because he's going to Wyoming. We didn't travel anywhere in the first game, did we? It was all like in that one city.
He sold on battery. Nothing's lost.
Truck's no good without one, and if I don't get to Tommy soon, he's gonna die out there.
Who'd he sell it to?
We're gonna find out, so let's go hunt that motherfucker down.
Didn't you just see that he was dead? The explosion killed him, right? Or is she talking about somebody else, maybe? This is the fireflies?
We've been blowing up meaningless Fedra targets spread out all over the QZ for 2 weeks. Why do you have some random girl locked in a room?
We are in a war against a military dictatorship to restore democracy.
What was she on? She looks familiar. I don't know what she was on, though.
Tonight, you're gonna leave the QZ. We're taking that random girl west. Is this real? I believe it is.
Was that like test results, like her DNA results? I wonder if the season 1 finale is gonna be Joel killing the doctors trying to get a cure. Or if this entire show is gonna be like the game stretched out over a couple seasons. I don't know. Because we're already much further along than I thought we were gonna be after the first episode.
We're taking the battery to a red tagged building.
Paid this fucker back.
See how badass this show's gonna get. A lot of faith that she's not gonna stick her with that thing. That's not the same little girl that walked up to him before, right?
Is it gonna happen?
No.
So can I go?
No. My name is Marlene. I'm the leader of the Fireflies. What I'm about to tell you cannot be repeated to anyone. Ready? Oh, that's the one.
You know, there's a certain moment in every show that you get immersed in, and I literally just had that moment. Like when they're going down that track, I was like, oh, you know... Oh, Jesus.
This one's done.
Is that like the last stage of...
Thinking he wasn't down here last time?
No.
Of infection? I mean, you see spores, but I guess that's not going to infect people in this show. Pedro Pascal's like, I don't want to wear any more masks, so get rid of the spores altogether. I don't want to cover this up. This is a loading screen. They gotta climb the ladder to load the next area. Squeeze through a narrow passageway. I wonder if we're going to get like clickers in this too, or if that's going to be... Oh, found your battery.
Battery's no good.
Fucking threw her against that wall.
Give me my knife.
What do you need a car battery for? Don't.
Not at her. We were gonna move Ellie out of the zone tonight. You're gonna do it.
The hell
I'm not
we
going
are.
with them.
We don't smuggle people.
I can do it. You don't have a fucking ear on your fucking head.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Jesus.
I know what you're both capable of.
What are they capable of?
You get her there safely. I'll give you what you need. Fueled up truck.
Asshole.
Yeah, definitely got that Ellie Joel relationship going already.
Don't fuck this up.
Nobody trusts each other there, but you should tell him the importance of the cargo. That way he'll be extra careful with her, you know? I mean, obviously she can at least trust him to keep her alive. Why do people do that in movies and shit? Like, that's the most conspicuous thing you can do. Oh, don't want them to see my face. Are they looking at me? It's like, yeah, we can see that you're trying to be avoided.
Give us a minute, all right?
What the fuck?
Upgrade some of your gear, finding some of your superhero cards.
Who's Bill and Frank? Radio's a smuggling code, right? 60s song, they don't have anything new. 70s, they got new stuff. What's 80s?
You guys go out there a lot,
Maybe a year. What's it matter?
but you know where to go, so we're gonna be okay.
Yeah, you gotta realize you're still talking to a little girl, man, and she's scared. But, you know, Joel, he's quick to realize that.
The radio came on when you were sleeping.
What was the song?
Wake me up before you go.
Shit.
Wake me up before
Gotcha.
you go.
80s means trouble.
Very clever, Ellie.
It's time to go.
Holy shit, I'm actually outside.
Follow my lead.
Extra patrols going on that they didn't anticipate, or it seemed like they were anticipating the Fireflies doing something, so maybe they are just increasing everything. And don't move! You guys should have got the drop on him. Oh, it's
You gotta be shitting me. Let's talk this out. Get on your knees. Out of your fucking mind. We can fix this.
oh shit, he is about to get triggered. Not this time. Not this time, buddy. You're not. You're getting your ass beat. Wow. Yep, he got the mark.
No, I'm not sick. This is 3 weeks old.
He's like, I just killed my buddy for a girl that was sick.
Gotta move, Joel!
Take the gun. There you go. Why was he trying to, like, step up to Joel, though? Honestly, like, he should have just let him pass. He was taking a leak. Once he saw it was him, he should have just been... What decade is this? The 80s? Sounds a little synthy. Sounds 80s. Oh, shit. Alright. I like that a lot. I'll talk a little bit about it. Alright, everybody. That was The Last of Us Season 1, Episode 1. I don't know what it's called yet. It's just called Episode 1. And for a pilot episode, that was really, really good. It basically followed the game almost one for one throughout most of it. I mean, like, the daughter, I don't remember what the daughter's name was, the one that died. She kind of was, like, going through her day a little bit more than she in the game. In the game, I think she was just, like, she woke up and it was late and they talked or whatever and she sold hardcore drugs. Then she woke up to an explosion and stuff. This one was a little different. Obviously, they put a little bit more drama into it, but it made this episode really long, it felt like. Like, this was, like, an hour and a half almost. So it's like, I don't know why they needed to inject more time into this. But even, like, after the daughter dies, which hats off to that actor that played the daughter, because she was amazing in this role. That part that made me cry in the game was the daughter, you know, gasping for breath and being afraid and stuff. Like, that was a very visceral and strong moment in the Last of Us series, and this actor who pulled it off on the live action version did it just as well. Tommy is, you know, we didn't get him a lot. It sounds like he needs help out in Wyoming or something like that. And obviously now Joel has Ellie, and he's taking her out west to meet the Fireflies. Now, was Ellie the little girl that walked up to the base? Was that like Ellie's past and then now she's grown up or whatever, because she said that she was kind of raised in the military or something? I'm not sure, because it didn't really look like Bella Ramsey, you know, a younger version or current version. But yeah, you know, the acting's really good so far. Not a lot has happened as far as like action. I thought we were gonna get a little, you know, some firefight in this one, but we just kind of walk into the end part of a previous firefight. It hasn't been too scary yet. Like, you kind of saw everything coming, but the zombies, or I don't know what we're calling them in this one, from what we saw, they were really cool. Like, it reminded me of 28 Days Later, how they're like sprinters and stuff like that. But they also differed from the games, where the games, it was like a spore in the air that whenever you came across it, you got to put the mask on, which, you know, I joked about Pedro Pascal not wanting to wear another mask in the show. So these ones, they're like growths or tentacles or something that comes out of their mouths, and they like inject you with the spores. So that makes it a little more zombie-esque, I guess. And I thought it was cool. It was an interesting update from the game. They said there was a lot different stuff out in the wilderness, so I can't wait to see what we come across as we travel to the next destination. So anyway, guys, what did you think of this first episode? And of course, you know, Bella Ramsey and Pedro Pascal in the main roles. You got to let me know in the comment box down below. And if you like my reaction, want to keep seeing more just like this, please make sure you hit that like button for the algorithm and subscribe, and hit that little bell in the corner because it'll tell you when my next video comes out, which is usually every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I also do some bonus videos and barely ever stream. And if you guys want to support the channel financially, the Patreon and everything else is down below. And with the Patreon, you're going to get these reactions full length and a week or weeks before the YouTube audience. For example, The Last of Us. It's all the way available over on the Patreon for my Soul Sister tiers. So if that interests you, go check that out. If not, it'll be up on the YouTube edited at some point. And yeah, that's going to be about it for this week, guys. So thank you so very much for joining me. You know, I love and appreciate all you. I don't know what to call you guys yet because this is kind of a serious show. Like, you're not misfits. It's not Clone Club. I'm not going to call you a clicker because that kind of sounds wrong and a little racist. So thank you so much for joining me. You know I love and appreciate every single one of you. And remember, if you're going to go outside, keep wearing a mask. Don't be an ass. And I will see you next week with some more The Last of Us. Take it easy, guys.